I'm ready to start.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining another info session arranged by STEP Azerbaijan and with the support of US Embassy in Baku. And today we are gonna talk about US funded exchange programs, and our guest is Hanım Teylova, program coordinator from the US Embassy. I am inviting her to give a self-introduction and presentation, please.
Yes, hello everyone. Hello, Elmira Hanım. Good afternoon. I also want to thank STEP Azerbaijan for inviting me to this session, and it's a great chance to introduce some of our education exchange programs to this wonderful group of teachers. Thank you so much for organizing this session, and I hope this will be very useful for the teachers, for both for faculty teachers, university teachers, and also school teachers. I think I can start if.
It is really an honor to have you here. Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'll conduct the session in English, but if you want to ask the questions in Azerbaijani, that's totally fine. And if there's anything that you want me to explain in Azerbaijani, please let me know. Just check if the slide works. 1 second. Right. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Everyone says perfect. So
Yes.
as I mentioned, yes, before actually going to the programs one by one, I want a little bit talk about the programs, some quick facts and the reasons why to apply for, education exchange programs. So as you can see in the slide, we mentioned here that these programs provide transformative experiences that just go beyond the classroom. And by being selected for these programs, participants gain access to world-class American institutions, also connect with leading experts in your field, and of course join powerful network of over 8,000 Azerbaijan alumni who have benefited from this different program since 1993. So we have variety of programs, and each of them has their own purpose and requirements, and but all of these programs are created to equip the participants with skills, knowledge, and connections, so that once you return back to your country, you advance your career and start making a lasting impact in Azerbaijan. And some quick facts about all the programs. So all of our exchange programs, first of all, they're all fully funded, meaning that tuition, travel, housing, those costs will be covered by the US government, and we don't charge the participants in any of these programs. And also there is no any application fee. So once you start, filling out the applications for all programs, you will not pay anything. And flexible duration. So each program has its own timeline. So some of our programs actually are short-term programs, and some are kind of long-term programs lasting full academic year, or even multi-year programs, which is, for example, Fulbright Foreign Student Degree Program is for those who want to pursue master's degree in the United States. And all these programs are available to all, meaning that everyone of course should be qualified first, but it's open to qualified applicants nationwide. So anywhere, if you're living in Baku or in the regions, you can apply for these programs. And all these programs are, of course, competitive, meaning that we require the candidates, of course, to have some English language skills. And depending on the programs, we may ask for TOEFL or IELTS results, or we may not ask. So it depends on the, again, program. Each program is different. And of course, strong academic record is also required. And here in this slide, as you can see, some of great pictures of our participants across different programs. So we have here from Fulbright T, Fulbright So master's program, also SUSI for educators and SUSI for scholars. As you can see, they are attending different cultural events, also graduation ceremony, also events where they promote their country culture, and they also attend different seminars. So I don't know, maybe some of you know these participants or have before engaged with them. So yes, they are our alumni. And Fulbright Faculty Development Program, the first program that I want to talk about, because currently this program is open to applications. So maybe some of you have already started application or thinking about applying for this program. So deadline is actually fast approaching. Deadline for this program is August 26th. So a little bit of information about this program. As I mentioned, this is a faculty development program, meaning that this is for the university level teachers. So if you're teaching at the Azerbaijani institution and have at least 2 years of work experience, you can apply for this program. And this is for university teachers to enhance their teaching skills, also conduct research and build international partnerships at the US institutions. And apart from being, of course, level teachers, one second. So you should also, of course, have an affiliation with an Azerbaijani university. It just means that you should teach in Azerbaijan at an Azerbaijani university. And of course, strong proposal is also required. And once you start, looking at the website, our announcement itself, you will see the main list of the requirements, but I put here just a couple of them, which are more critical ones. And English language proficiency test, which is either TOEFL or IELTS, is also required, but not at the application stage. So if you are currently filling out the application and have a valid TOEFL or IELTS score, you can upload it to your application package. But if you don't have any English language, test score, that's totally fine. It will not affect your application in case you're selected. If you pass the application stage, and then if you pass the interview stage, then at a later stage you will be required to take TOEFL test based on the free vouchers that we will provide to you. And deadline of the program, I've already mentioned about it. So again, if you want to learn more about this program, we have all the information available on our website about the program itself, about the requirements, and about how to apply. So there is a link there that you need to, go to that website and create an account and then start filling out the application. And program duration is 5 months. So actually our latest cohort who've been selected for this year, they just left for the US like a week ago, and first they are attending the opening workshop in Washington, D.C., and they will fly to their host institutions to start their academic program. So this is 5 months program starting in August and then ending in January. Any questions about this program, or we can keep the questions at the end. I can see in the chat questions for university teachers. Okay, I think not relevant for this program, but generally about the is this meeting for university teachers? Okay. Right, if no
Actually,
questions about this program, yep.
I think it is misunderstanding. No, the first program is for university teachers. The other program will be about school teachers or maybe other people, group of people.
Yeah, exactly. As I mentioned at the beginning, so I have included here programs both for university teachers and school teachers. So because we don't know who have been registered, so we just included all programs that are relevant to university teachers and school teachers. So next one is about is for school teachers, which is 1 second. Weird.
Somebody is asking about college teachers. It is a different group, or they are like school teachers?
You're asking about the Fulbright Faculty Development Program, or?
No, there is a question that if there is any program for college teachers. I am
College
asking
teachers
which
means
category.
vocational education, right? Those who teach at the vocational educational
It is their
institutions,
program.
right? As I
Okay.
understand. So not this program is not relevant for them, unfortunately. So this is only for university level, higher education level teachers program. I'm sorry that my presentation is stuck, so I cannot move the slide, but I'm trying to figure it out. 1 second.
While you are trying, I will try to
Yep.
clarify for the teachers who joined later.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there are
Sure.
different kind of programs in the slide presentation. The first one is the Fulbright Faculty Development Program, which is for
Mm-hmm.
university teachers. The next programs will be about school teachers.
Yep. The reason why I included it first because the deadline is approaching. So this program is currently open for applications. So I just wanted to, to start with this program to flag it for you. So you can see right now, yes, I'm moving the slide, right?
But we have
Everyone
questions.
can
Would you like to answer the question right now or keep to the end of
I
the...
would prefer to keep them, for the end, and I'll answer all of
Okay.
them. So if you can put them in the chat box, I'll read them, or Elmira Khanum can help, reading. And then also, if you want to just raise your hand and ask the question, that's also fine. Just in sake of time and just to make sure we're finishing first, if that's okay with you. Yeah. So the Fulbright Teaching Excellence and Achievement Programs, as I can see, maybe most of the teachers are, secondary level teachers. So this program will be suitable for them. So you may have probably already have heard of this program, which is quite famous among the school teachers, which is Fulbright Teaching Excellence and Achievement Program. So as I mentioned already, it's prestigious program for secondary level educators. You have to be a, middle class or middle school or high school level teacher. So it's not for primary level teachers. And once accepted to these programs, participants engage graduate level seminars at the US universities. It's not just about attending the seminars and workshops, but also you will have a chance to observe the classes, taught by an American professor. You will co-teach, you will share your expertise. And of course, as a part of the program, you'll also attend some educational and cultural activities. And the main requirements of this program is, of course, being a current secondary level teacher. And of course, bachelor's degree is required. And one of the main requirements also a minimum of 3 years of full-time teaching experience by the start of the program. So not the application, but by the start of the program. We always mention on the announcement when the program, starts for the next cycle. So from there you can find if you're eligible, you can apply for this program. And we have some other requirements which is mentioned on the website, but these are the main requirements that I put here. This program is currently not open for the application, so Fulbright usually opens around December, actually in December, with February deadline. So it's around mid-February the application period closes. And if you're interested in this program, I would like you to take a look at our website. Also follow us on social media, because once we open the programs, all of them, including Fulbright program, we promote it on our social media. We mention there that, active link for applications, also the deadline, so you can find the latest information on social media. And program duration is 6 weeks, either in fall or in spring. In spring. So while filling out the application, you may actually choose your preferred program timeline. But at the end, if you are again selected, the program team will make a decision in terms of the, program cohort. So to which cohort you are selected, either fall or spring. So for fall, it starts in September and ends in October. For spring, it starts in January, late January and ends around mid-March. Again, as other programs, this program is also fully funded, meaning that traveling, housing, stipend, visa, everything is covered. And the main, of course, goal of this program, which I forgot to mention, is of course, it's for secondary level teachers, but it's for those who want to enhance their teaching skills, bring new, methodology, new teaching tools to their school, to their academic setting. So I'm sure that we'll get a lot of questions about this program, but until then, I'll just move to the next program. I don't know why I'm experiencing problem with moving the slide, but a second. So the next, another program for secondary level educators, and not just the teachers, but also secondary level administrators, like school, not just school teachers, but school principal or deputy principal or head of different departments. So SUSI for Educators Summer Institute program. This program is quite different from the T program, so I'll explain about this. So it's a postgraduate level academic program for secondary school educators and administrators. So the main goal of the program is to strengthen the curricula, provide educators and administrators with resources to teach about the United States. So the main requirements, so you remember for Fulbright, it was kind of different, requirement that having at least 2 years of work experience. But for this program, we expect the candidates to be mid-career level candidates, people. So typically aged between 30 to 50. And we're looking for those who want to introduce aspects of the U.S. studies into their, teaching practice. And we're also looking for those who have strong English language proficiency. So for this program, which is shorter than T program and which happens in summer, we don't require any TOEFL or IELTS score. And at the later stage, we'll not also require the candidate to take the test. So no TOEFL, no IELTS is required. And deadline and duration. So this program is usually open in fall, October, November, and application deadline is usually happening in December. And program duration, as I mentioned, is 5 or 6 week program during summer. Usually it starts early June and ends early July. So around that time, the program is happening. And again, any other program, this is also fully funded program. And one major, difference between SUSI for Educators and Fulbright T program is the content of the program, not just the timeline of the program and duration of the program. Because as we see the applications for SUSI for Educators, we see a lot of candidates mentioning that they want to, bring a new teaching methodology or enhance their teaching skills, which is more relevant for Fulbright T program. So in SUSI for Educators, we're looking those, as I mentioned here, for those who want to, bring knowledge and skills in order to enhance their teaching about the United States. So they should be kind of ready and equipped with skills and knowledge in order to integrate, information about the United States into their teaching tools. So it can be like cultural, about the history of the United States. So please, once you start filling out, once the program is open for applications and you want to apply and you start filling out the application, I would encourage everyone to read through the website announcement very well and understand the difference between SUSI for Educators and Fulbright T program. So there is this, level of difference, as I mentioned. So I don't have anything to add for SUSI for Educators program, but again, also another difference is it's not just for the school teachers, but also administrators, even like Ministry of Science and Education officials, like representatives who, work on, writing textbook or enhancing the textbooks. They're also relevant for this program. So it's also for administrators. Next, actually, three programs which will be relevant for the university level teachers. So for the school level teachers, secondary level teachers, we have, as I mentioned, Fulbright T program and SUSE for Educators program. But this program, which is Fulbright Visiting Student Researcher program, this is actually for researchers, for current PhD level, students. But some of these people are working, at the universities. I'm not sure if they're working also at the schools, but it doesn't matter. So if if you're studying a PhD level education, if you're pursuing a PhD right now, and if you're currently enrolled in a PhD program, so you're eligible to apply for this program. And the deadline for this program is also very fast approaching. So deadline is actually this Thursday. And for this program, again, strong English language proficiency is required. So not at the application level, but later we'll ask those who are selected to take not either, only TOEFL test. But if you have an active TOEFL or IELTS test score, you can upload it to your application. And once you're selected, so what is the program overview? This gives you a chance to conduct doctoral level research at a U.S. university between 6 to 9 months. So the shortest period is 6 months. The longest is full academic year, lasting 9 months. And you will have a chance to, work with leading American faculty and access world-class research facilities to advance your dissertation, to advance your research. So as a PhD student, you're currently working on something, right? Working on a research or so everyone's field of study is different. So this program will help you to, strengthen your research, and you will have an American advisor who will work together with you in order to help with your research. And that person will be from the same academic field. So this will be a great kind of match and a very productive, either 6 months or 9 months, for you to um, enhance your skills in your field. And as I mentioned, the application is deadline is approaching, and if you want to learn more about the program, again, all the information about our programs, including this one, is available on our website. Next one is Visiting Scholar Fulbright, another Fulbright program. This is also, again, relevant to those who, so the previous one is relevant for those who are currently studying PhD, but this one is for those who have completed PhD degree. So they have PhD degree, they can, work at research institutions and also the universities. They can be a teacher. So if you have a PhD degree, you can apply for this program, and all fields are welcome. So again, similar to the researcher program, the non-degree research program, the previous program. So this will give you a chance to, be hosted by the U.S. university. But this is kind of shorter program, between 3 to 6 months. And again, you will collaborate with American colleagues, professors, and have an access to American institution. So apart from having a PhD degree, so if you're having a significant scholar publication as a researcher, this is a kind of great indicator that you are, doing good in your field. So this is also one of the requirements. And letter of invitation from the U.S. host institution. This is optional. If you have one, it's okay. If you don't have one, that's totally fine. And it's not kind of affecting your application evaluation at all. So it's okay not to have a letter of invitation during the application phase. And another main requirement is, of course, proficiency in English. But no TOEFL or IELTS is required for this program. So right, and deadline and benefits of the program, application deadline. So it's also usually November and December, similar to other programs. We open this program in fall, usually with December deadline, actually. So again, cost of the program are funded by the US government. And last program, so again, and then we'll open the door for the questions, right? SUSY for Scholars Summer Institute. This program is for university teachers as well. So this is shorter period, similar to SUSY for educators and administrators. This is also happening during summer, between 5 and 6 months. So it's again for experienced academics, actually not also university teachers, but also those who are working in, I don't know, research institutions, who are, experienced academics in their field and professionals. And once selected, once you go to the United States, you will be actually engaged in an intensive academic study at US universities and explore culture and institutions. There are actually 6 different themes about the SUSY for Scholars program. So if you're interested, if you're first of all eligible for this program, if you are interested in applying for this program, if you're not sure if your field of study is eligible or not, I would recommend you to go to our website and check the announcement from previous year, and then just and sorry. And then, if you're eligible, you can apply for this program. And similar to other Fulbright programs, this one is also, the application also opens in fall with December deadline. So happening similar to SUSY for educators, like during summer period, early June, early July. I think I covered the, most of the programs. Of course, we have several other programs mentioned on our website, but this is, are the major programs that are relevant for university level teachers or secondary level teachers. Of course, it's hard to put a lot of information into just one presentation. So I would encourage you to, if you have any questions about the application, for example, about the interview, please let me know. This is just a contact information. So if you want to reach out to us, if you have any questions, we have email address here, bakueducation@state.gov. We don't answer on the same day, but we try to answer, frequently, not to delay our answer, but during the application phase, we receive a lot of questions. So our, response to you may slightly be delayed, and also address, and we have the phone number here. So I'll stop here and, open the door for questions. Elmira Hanım, I don't know if you have anything to add. So I can also switch to Azerbaycani if needed. Kimisi Azerbaycan dilində sualı varsa, yəni cavablandırmağa hazıram. Buyurun.
Sualı olanlar mikrofonu açıp buyurup sualını verə bilərlər. Yoxdursa çatdan oxuyum.
Hə, çata baxa bilərik. Əslində mən indi baxıram, görüm.
Birinci sual belədir.
Aha.
For faculty development program, what is the level of English required for the program? The person means band for IELTS and or TOEFL.
Yeah, so faculty development program is not like a degree program, master level program. So our, minimum requirement is not a kind as high as we require for the Fulbright degree program. So 75, above 75 for TOEFL will be sufficient, and for IELTS 6.57 will be sufficient.
Okay, second question. I think she means allowance for teachers or payment teachers pay. I don't know.
How much fee so you're asking this question, right? How much fee for teachers? 5 months.
Allowance, she means.
So if the allowance will be, depends on actually the zone. So, there are like a lot of cities there, states and cities, and depending on where you're located, in which state and city, then you will receive kind of relevant amount of allowance or money, but it will be sufficient enough to book an accommodation for yourself, to pay daily expenses like transport, meals, etc. So, but once you're selected to the program, once you know where you're going, we'll share the kind of terms document with you where you will see exactly the amount of monthly allowance that you're going to receive each month. So at this stage, I cannot tell because again, it depends on the state, but that amount is sufficient to cover all the costs while you're on the program.
Yeah, as a alumna, I can confirm that it is enough.
Yeah, it's enough, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for confirming.
Next question is I did my master in Europe. Do I still need IELTS certificate? Also, Nijat has a few years work experience in Europe.
Do I still answer if I did my master's in Europe? I have years of experience in. May I ask for which program you're applying? So if
Hello everyone.
hello.
My name is Nijat, and
Mhm.
first of all, I would like to thank you for presentation. It's very
Sure.
informative, and also I would like to actually take a look at this all this information myself. So
Hmm.
I think I can do that on this website,
Yep.
az.us Embassy, yes.
Yep. Yep.
And yes, that's my question. If I still need IELTS, if I have a few
Hmm.
years of experience in Europe, I
Hmm.
worked in
Hmm.
elementary schools and also in
Hmm.
gymnasium in Hungary.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
also, I did my master's there in Delta program. So I would like to
Hmm.
know if I still need IELTS for any of
Hmm.
these exchange programs.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Uh, Thank you, Nijat Bey. So yeah, this is the right website to go. So /education, and you will see there all the programs that listed there. As I understood, you want to apply for the secondary level teachers program, either Fulbright or SUSI for educators. And you've mentioned your experience in Europe. Can I ask if you're currently based in Azerbaijan and
So
teaching at a school here, or you're in Europe?
yeah, let me just tell you something about myself. Yes,
Hmm.
I live in Azerbaijan. Actually,
Hmm.
I lived in Europe for more than 5 years, and now
Hmm.
I live in Azerbaijan. I'm currently working
Hmm.
at university.
Hmm.
So, and actually,
University. Okay.
yeah, I would like to know if I can apply for any of these exchange programs,
Hmm.
or maybe for all of them, just to try my luck and see if
Hmm.
I'm eligible for any of them, if I get accepted by any of them.
Yeah, you can apply for as many as you wish. I mean, in the same year. So if first, of course, you need to go to the website and then find out the relevant program for yourself. Sometimes candidates are eligible not just for one program, but 2 or 3 programs. And so then you're, welcome to apply for any of program that you wish. And in terms of this, so if you're teaching here and based in a university here, then you're eligible to apply for faculty development program. And for that program, we require IELTS or TOEFL. And in most cases, like candidates like you who have studied previously and did their masters in Europe, so it may still be required, but I think it would be worth to check it at a later stage if you are selected, for the program. If you pass the application and then later the interview stage, and during that time we can find out if you still will be required or not. So for faculty development program, I feel like you may not be required, but again, it's worth to check with the program office. So because the requirements may change from year to year. So I don't have a definite answer right now.
So, excuse me if I got it right, you suggest that I first apply for the program for any of this
Hmm.
program, or maybe
Hmm.
for all of them, just to try
Yep.
my luck, and then if I
Yep.
get accepted by any of them,
Hmm.
I could take. They will give me some time, I guess, to
Hmm.
take IELTS,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, usually it's like a month or a month and a half to, prepare for the exam. So once you're selected, we will send you the speed test voucher with all the information about how to take test and by what time to take the test. So you will receive all information from us. And of course, I have listed like several programs today. So again, you need to go to the website and find the relevant program for yourself. So if you're teaching at a university here, as you mentioned, then you are only eligible for faculty development program, right? Not for other programs. You may also be eligible for SUSI for Scholars program. But as I mentioned already, you can apply as many as you want. So but again, you need to go to the website and check the eligibility criteria per program there.
So you said, excuse me, miss, I just want to
It's
understand
okay.
this thing.
Yeah.
If I teach at the university, then I cannot apply for all these programs. I'm not
Of
eligible.
course. Yes, because as I mentioned, 1 second. I'll right now share it with you. Oops. Share button doesn't work properly today. So yep. So we started here, right? So faculty development program Nicat Bey. So your university level teacher, right? So this program and this T program is for secondary level. So for those who teach at the schools, orta mektep müəllimləri üçündür. Same for SUSI educators. So if you have PhD degree or if you're currently studying PhD, either this program, Visiting Student Searcher or Scholar program might be relevant for you, right? And also SUSI for Scholar summer program is for university level teachers. So each program is different. So again, it's impossible that you will be eligible for all of them, but you may be eligible for some of them. So again, you need to go to the each program announcement and find the requirement section, and you'll find all information there.
So as I understood, basically I can find all the information about eligibility, about deadline and all
Yeah,
requirements.
because you cannot apply. I'm sorry, you cannot apply all programs without, finding out if you're eligible or not. It's just, not worth of time to apply all programs without knowing that you're eligible. So every program has its eligibility criteria and requirements. So if you meet those requirements and if you're eligible, then you're welcome to apply.
Okay, I see. Thank you very much.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay, next question. Is there a fee for the program?
No. No
Okay.
fee.
Next question. Could you explain the difference between Fulbright ETA and Fulbright T?
Right. So Fulbright T is, I mentioned, I have already talked about this program, right? It's for the Azerbaijani secondary level teachers, right? If you're an Azerbaijani teacher teaching at a school, then you can apply for Fulbright T program. So this program happens in the United States, but Fulbright ETA is a different program. It's English teaching assistant program. This is for Americans, American, citizens. So they're applying for this program in the United States, and if they're selected, they are coming to Azerbaijan and based in Azerbaijani universities, Americans, and different program from each other. But I'm sure Günel Hanım probably have heard about Fulbright ETA program, but this is for American citizens, not for Azerbaijanis.
Okay, next question. Is there an available program for high school students?
Yeah, under review. There are many talented, quite competent students. Yes, unfortunately, not right now. So I assume Maya Hanım, right, who wrote this question, she probably knows about the Flex program, or she may have heard of Benjamin Franklin program, which were the great programs for, high school students. But unfortunately, right now, actually from last summer, we've suspended these programs. So neither Flex nor Benjamin Franklin are open for applications this academic year. So we're not sure about the following academic year. So any of these programs or both of them are open for applications, we'll definitely make an announcement for them. But right now, unfortunately, we don't have any available program for high school students. Again, if anything comes up, even not those programs, but something, different program or different project specifically for high school level students, we'll definitely share them publicly and make sure that teachers, students, parents have information about those programs.
Okay, Khalisa Khanum is asking if IELTS is required for this program, but which program, Khalisa Khanum?
Yeah.
Can you specify the program?
Yeah, Khalisa Khanum can write in chat or just raise hand, and not raise hand even, can just turn on. So for each program, if you don't know whether IELTS or TOEFL is required, so again, the best advice is just to go to our website, find that program, and you'll see there if TOEFL or IELTS is required. Even if it is required, as I mentioned as I mentioned during the presentation, even if TOEFL or IELTS is required, this will be requirement at a later stage, not during the application. So during the application stage, the candidates do not need to worry about the English language test score, right? It's not a requirement.
Okay, Kayra Hanım has a long message. Kayra
I
Hanım,
see.
maybe you would like to explain yourself in person? I think it is not question, actually, some kind of problem.
Right. I would advise Kaira Mihdieva to just write to, email us, dispacoeducation@state.gov with this message. If she wants to add something, she can add. And then we'll see and then reply from our email address if that's fine with her.
Okay, another question. I would like to know about interview. I'm a school teacher.
Interview.
Maybe process in general, how it is done.
I cannot see the question, but yeah, just about the interview process. So we talked a lot about the application phase, but of course, if your application is successful, then we will invite you to the interview. So for all our programs, including those that we've mentioned today. So interview is the second stage of the selection process. So it will most likely happen in person, but sometimes we conduct the interviews online as well. So once your application results are announced, and if you are shortlisted for the interview, then we'll reach out to you via email and invite you to the interview. So again, if you are successful, if your interview is successful, then means that you are being nominated by the embassy Baku. So this is the last stage of the selection process. If there's any specific question about the interview, I can answer, but I think it was a general question about the interview, right?
Okay, Gülnare Hanım's question. I am neither a school nor a university teacher, but I am a TESOL certified one. May I apply to any of these programs? I don't know, maybe freelancer as a
Yes, I understand, but unfortunately, no, Gülnare Hanım. It's understandable, but unfortunately, every program has a requirement. So, for example, for Fulbright program, you must be teaching at a school. So sometimes, teachers working at private, schools or private courses. Sorry, they're also asking this kind of questions, but unfortunately, no, this is for the school level teachers. Also, same for the university teacher. So apart from TESOL, certificate, if you have a PhD degree or if you're currently pursuing a PhD degree and you're a researcher, then you might be eligible for researcher program, non-degree researcher program, or if you have a PhD degree, and then you might be eligible for visiting scholar program, but just only with TESOL certificate and no like affiliation with school or university, then unfortunately you are not considered eligible, I'm afraid.
Okay, any age limit for participation in these programs? Arzu Hanım asking.
And for most of our programs, there is no kind of age limit, but of course, these are all like most of them are professional exchanges. So we have only a couple of programs like SUSI, for example. Oops, sorry. Like for example, SUSI for Scholars, Summer Institute, this for university teachers, or for example, SUSI for educators, like for secondary level teachers and administrators. So we mentioned here the age requirement. So being between 30 and 50, for example, is required. But for other programs like Fulbright T, for faculty program, there is no kind of set age limit for the program. So anyone like can apply. So main thing is again to check the requirements, make sure you're eligible, because for most programs we mentioned, for example, having at least, I don't know, 2 years of experience, 5 years of experience, 3 years of experience. So those requirements are the major ones we put there. So if you don't come across with any information about the age, so means that there's no any kind of specific age limit there.
Okay, are there limited number of applicants who can get admitted to these programs?
Are there limited number of applicants? Like, as I understand, meaning that so there are a lot of applications, but very few of them got acceptance. Like, depends on the program, to be honest. Like Fulbright T, for example, is quite popular among the teachers, so we get a lot of applications. But recently, we have only 2 slots every year, so it's really kind of hard and very competitive, to get selected for this program. So it depends on the program and also year. So each year, number of applications change. So I cannot give the exact, number of applications or limited, but of course, number of spots are kind of limited. So depending on the program we have, for some programs we have 2, 3, or even 1, slot available. So it's very limited number of kind of slots per program.
Okay, next question by Elada Hanım. I am a Fulbright T 2026 alumna, and to what extent have I got a chance to be selected for other US government funded program?
So yeah, this is a good question for Elada Hanım. Elada Hanım actually has been on a program very recently, I think. So she's, as she mentioned, T program alumna. So we don't give a preference to recent alumni when selecting for the program. So since you have already attended the program recently, it may be even different program that you are right now interested in and want to apply. But again, as a recent alum like 2026, we don't really, you are not even eligible to apply because of the visa requirement thing as well. So like for the, let's say, a couple of years now on at least, and also even, sometimes we may see great applications and from the alumni, but since they have been on a program very recently, so we expect them to come back, to apply the knowledge and skills first, to get some experience here, and then if they change, their again, depends on the program, but we don't give preference for those who have been recently on the program. So Elada Hanım knows quite well about this.
Okay, next question. I'm a teacher, but I don't work at school right now. So can I join any program?
If does she work anywhere, or so if
I don't know, no name. Maybe would like to clarify the question.
Yeah. If she means the Fulbright T program, Oh, is she speaking? I'm sorry.
Okay, no question. Okay, next one. Kandidatlar arasında seçim kim tərəfindən aparılır?
Yep. One second. Yəqin ki, sual Azərbaycan dilində olduğuna görə mən də Azərbaycan dilində cavablandıracağım. Yəqin ki, ərizə mərhələsinə və yaxud da intervyu mərhələsindən söhbət gedir. Yəni bizdə ərizələri belə deyək də bir ərizələri yoxlamaq üçün komitə formalaşdırılır. Burada həm həmin sahə üzrə belə deyək də məlumatı olan şəxslər, mütəxəssislər, eləcə də ki, məzunlardan ola bilər ki, ərizələrə belə deyək də baxılır, qiymət verilir. İldən ilə həmin şəxslər dəyişə də bilər. Ona görə mən konkret deyə bilmərəm ki, kimlər iştirak edir, amma belə deyək də bir neçə nəfər cəlb olunur ki, onlar ərizələrə baxsınlar.
Okay, I'm an English teacher and I work at school. Can I join?
Yes, she can join. It was a very general question. So if she works at school, she can join. But again, there are other eligibility requirements that she needs to, take a look at. So if she's working at school, then the Fulbright T program and SUSI for educators will be relevant for her.
Okay, we have no question left in the chat section. Maybe our guest would like to ask in person. Please, if you have a question, unmute yourselves and ask your question.
I have one more question. So I won't be able to stay till the end of the meeting. So I just have one
Sure.
question. The point is that I just opened this US Embassy website, Go Education, and
Yep.
but I can't find any information about this exchange programs. Can you please tell me to which section I should go?
Is it a website, and in the menu section you can find education and exchanges. Can you see it, or
So
let
I
me
can find
let me
so overview,
Mhm.
education and exchanges. So I click on this exchanges and
And then
I
you go a
find
little bit, scroll
yeah,
down.
I just
Yes,
scroll
and
down.
then
I find education and then exchanges,
the
Bridge
programs.
USA.
Yep. And then scroll down a little bit more.
Sorry, which one you mean? The programs, exchanges, like Bridge USA, or
You need to scroll down. So from there, it's on the same page.
no? I don't need to open this Bridge USA. I just need to
No,
scroll down.
You need to scroll down. Yes.
Okay, we have another question. If you are done with Nicat Bey, I can ask that question.
Sorry, but I still cannot find this.
Let me 1 second. I'll do it for you. Let me stop sharing here, and I'll just.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just really
That's
want to
okay.
know.
That's okay. It's also good for other teachers to, know where exactly to find that information. So I'll start actually from here. So this is the embassy's website, right? Everyone can see. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And the menu. Yep. 1 second. I'm going to this education exchanges. Yep. And I scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. You see local programs, not these ones, but STARS professional degree programs, non-degree programs, right? For example, faculty development. Yeah,
Okay.
listed here. So then you find this program and then you click and you see program information, like
So it's on
deadline
this
information.
section, professional non-degree programs.
Exactly, non-degree, because all of these are non-degree programs. We have SUSI, separate section for SUSI program, like secondary educators. Again, you need to click and find out.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay, next question by Vefa Hanım. Vefa Hanım is asking, Pedagoji Üniversitesi ve George Washington Üniversitesi arasında ikili diplom programına Amerika'ya getmədən bitirən şəxs Fulbright Foreign Student programa qəbul ola bilərmi?
Yəqin ki, yeni bitirib o proqramı, düzdür? Yoxsa
Vefa Hanım,
Əgər yeni məzunlardandırsa, əlbəttə ki, yox, yəni ki, eligible sayılmayacaq. Çünki o da dərəcə proqramının məzunudur, ona görə də təəssüf ki.
İlk məzunu 2020.
Hardasa yeni sayılır. Atpucu vurmuş. Kim məzunuyum? Yəni son illərdə belə deyək də məzun olan şəxslər uyğun sayılmır, təəssüf ki.
I never work at school, but I am teacher. Can join any program. You mean you are private teacher, course teacher? What you mean? It is very abstract.
Yeah.
And next question, I am teaching English at a primary school. Is there any available program for me, primary school teachers?
For primary school teachers, unfortunately, no. So, for example, Fulbright T, as I mentioned, is mainly for those who, not mainly actually, it's for those who teach mid-level or, high school students. So not relevant for, so primary school teachers that unfortunately are not eligible for the program.
Okay, any other questions? I guess not. No any questions. Samsung SM has raised. Do you have any question? Has raised his or her hand. Any question? No.
Yep. No questions.
No?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't see anything either.
Ah,
Yep.
somebody has.
I have a question. First
Sure.
of all, I want to say hello to my all candidates and also Khanım Teylova. Thank you for your widely information about everything. And my question is that I am an English teacher at medical college. What kind of programs is suitable for me? Thank you beforehand.
Yep. Thank you for your question. Well, I think the similar question was asked before. Unfortunately, we don't have any, relevant program for those who teach at the colleges, like vocational educational training centers or
Do you
bizim
have
burada
any
deyək də texnikumlar və yaxud da kolleclərdə.
Do you have
Bəli.
any advice about this question?
Unfortunately, no. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Thank you. Again.
Sure.
Any other question by anyone? Please unmute yourself and ask your questions. Okay, one raised hand and one question in the chat section. In the chat section, Arjun Khanım is asking, I am a PhD student, but not in Azerbaijan. Can I apply any PhD program?
No. So PhD student, if she's studying abroad, she's not eligible. She must be in Azerbaijan and pursue PhD in a local, institution or university.
Okay, we have a Zoom user who wants to ask a question. Go ahead, please ask your question.
Salam müəllimə. Sualım belədir ki, mən müəllimə olaraq bitirmişəm, amma mən Azərbaycanda yaşamadığım üçün iş çalışmamışam da ingilis dili sektoru üzrə. Və mənim maraqlıdır ki, bu proqramlardan məsələn ingilis dilini inkişaf elətdirmək üçün bir müəllimə kimi, sonra hardasa çalışmaq üçün də belə bir proqram var. Yoxsa amma yalnız məktəbdə çalışan müəllimlər proqramlardan istifadə edirlər?
Siz indi hal-hazırda hardasa işləyirsiniz, yoxsa?
Xeyr, Azərbaycanda yaşamadığım üçün burada
Təəssüf ki, yox. Proqramlara müraciət etmək üçün mütləqdir ki, siz yəni Azərbaycanda yaşamalısınız. Baxmayaraq ki, yəqin ki, vətəndaşsınız, amma ki, mütləqdir ki, burada yaşayasınız və burada işləyəsiniz, yəni bura bağlı iş yeriniz olsun.
İşləməsəm olmayacaq deməli.
Xeyr. Xeyr.
Belə bir proqram məncə də yaxşı olardı ki,
Mhm.
ingilis dilini inkişaf elətdirmək istəyən müəllimlər
Hə,
belə
sırf
aha.
İngilis dilini inkişaf etdirmək istəyənlər üçün nə də olsa belə, yəni siz hardasa bir növ o ingilis dilini inkişaf etdirib gəlib onu tətbiq etmək üçün yəni tələb olunur ki, hansısa bir belə deyək də sahəniz üzrə iş yerində olasınız ki, ora gətirəsiz o bilikləri, bacarıqları, ona görə o iş yerinin olması vacibdir.
Dövlət müəssisəsində çalışan müəllimlər üçün də proqramlar. Belə olar.
Təkcə dövlət yox, məsəl üçün universitetlər üçün olan proqramda özəl universitetlərdən də olur. Yəni də özəl universitetlərdə işləyən müəllimlər də müraciət edə bilərlər. Və yaxud da ki, ola bilsin kimsə özəl sektorda işləyir, amma proqram var ki, məsəl üçün PhD proqramı var, ona uyğun gəlir, ona müraciət edə bilər. Yəni hər proqramdan proqrama dəyişir. Amma əlbəttə ki, iş yerinin ya PhD oxursa, burada onun universitetin olmağı, harasa yenə də o affiliation-da o bağlılığın olmağı vacibdir.
Təşəkkür edirəm.
Buyurun.
İlhami xanım da yaş limiti soruşur bu proqramlar üçün.
Bu suala belə deyək də məncə cavablandırdıq ki, əksər proqramlara tələb olunmur, amma xüsusi proqramında qeyd etdik ki, 30-50 yaş arası belə bir məhdudiyyət var, amma qalan proqramlara tələb olunmur. Başqa belə deyək də müəyyən tələblər ola bilər. Onlar artıq gərək veb-saytda məlumat alsın. Yəni xüsusi əgər hansısa bir yaş limiti olsa, biz onu onsuz da elanda mütləqdir ki, qeyd edirik. Amma əksər proqramlarda tələb olunmur.
Başqa sualı olan varsa buyursun, sorsun. Yoxdur. Belə başa düşdüm ki. Başqa bir sual. Mən Zaqataladan qoşuluram. Könül Məmmədovadır. Ali təhsilim Azərbaycan dili üzrədir və orta məktəbdə Azərbaycan dili tədris edirəm. 15 ildən çoxdur ki, mən ingilis dili üzrə repetitor və danışıq müəllimi kimi dərs keçirəm. Mən proqrama müraciət edə bilərəmmi?
Yox, yəni rəsmi olaraq Azərbaycan dilində tədris edir də, düz başa düşdümsə, düzdür. Yəni ingilis dilini sadəcə ayrıca olaraq belə qeyri-formal şəkildə tədris eləyir. Təəssüf ki.
Elə tədris edirəmsə.
Bəli.
İkinci təhsil var, ad düşmür. İkinci təhsil vardır yoxsa? Xeyr, yoxdur. Azərbaycan dili müəllimi. Əlavə suallarınız vardısa, bu fürsətdən istifadə edib suallarınızı verin. Salam, mən 18 ildir ki, ingilis dili müəllimi işləyirəm. Orta məktəbdə mənə uyğundur.
Neçə illik üzr istəyirəm?
18
Orta məktəbdə
ildir.
işləyir. Hə, uyğundur əlbəttə ki.
Başqa? Başqa biri də 15 ildir universitetdə işləyir.
Bəli, o da yəni universitet proqramına müraciət edə bilər.
Əlavə suallar?
Yəni sona yaxınlaşdığımıza görə mən bir daha bu slayd olan bölməni açacağam ki, buradan belə deyək də sonuncu səhifəni açıq saxlayım ki, əgər hansısa suallar olsa, sonra yəni də yadlarına düşsə ünvanlaya bilərlər.
Bir nəfər soruşur ki, SUSI proqramına qeydiyyat hansı aydan başlar?
Oktyabr-noyabr ayında başlayır.
Başqa sual vardısa, son dəqiqələr bu fürsətdən istifadə edin. Aynur xanım gec qoşulduğu üçün proqramlardan məlumatlı deyil. Soruşur ki, məktəb müəllimləri üçün proqramların siyahısını bilmək istərdim. Rekord bəli, paylaşılacaq Aynur xanım YouTube səhifəmizdə.
Qısaca ona kömək olsun deyə bu iki proqramı qeyd edək. Aynur xanım görürsə, ekranda mən açdım onun üçün tez baxsın. Bu gördüyü proqram, bir də ki bu proqram. Biz ikisindən əsas danışdıq. Bir bu, bir de bu. Hı hı. Ups.
Ilave sorular? I think not. Okay. Thank you for accepting our offer and giving this insightful and very informative presentation for our members and guests. We are truly very happy to have you here
Mhm.
today and to learn all these specific details about the programs. Thank you very much.
Well, I want to thank you to Elmira Hanım for inviting me, also for, open this registration for the teachers and introducing this great opportunity so they can find out more about our exchanges. I'm sure there were some maybe new teachers who have no idea about this program, so they got a lot of information about these programs. Also, teachers who may have heard before about these programs but had some questions about application and interview. So I hope this was very helpful and useful. So, and I want to say that if there's any similar opportunity in future, not just online but in person, if you want to organize something and want me to be there and to talk about the programs, to meet the teachers, I would be happy to join and conduct a similar session. I think having in-person meeting is a different thing and has a different impact. So I would be glad to do that as well. And again, thank you all the teachers for joining today, and contact information is here. So again, if you want to reach out, we have email address, phone number, website. Please go to the website, find the programs and read about them. So and once you read it, again, if you have any questions, here's the all information, contact information that you can use. Thank you so much. Yep, this is all.
Actually, we received many questions about these programs from the teachers working and living in regions. I think info sessions in the regions, in person or online, will help them a lot. We can
Of course.
think a way to help them or to arrange such kind of events with the support of STEP Azerbaijan.
Definitely. So especially for when we kind of approaching to fall, and then during around that time and end of fall and in December we open the Fulbright Tea program, where a lot of school teachers want to apply, so they may have a lot of questions. So we may organize a similar session in December or January when the program is open, application is open, so they can answer their questions, ask their questions. And so yeah,
Actually, that would
happy
be
to
great.
do it.
Then I will contact
Yeah,
you and
please
clarify.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would be great. Because there are
yeah,
a lot of interest.
of course.
Okay, thank you everyone
Sounds
for
good.
joining.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye. You too. Bye.